Welcome parents to MacArthur Virtual Cafe. Today's October 29th. We have some information to share with everyone. I have with me tonight, or actually not tonight, this afternoon, Mr. Bayuk, Assistant Principal, Miss Christina Kang, our new Assistant Principal, although she's not too new anymore. She's been here for a few weeks, and Mr. Johan Arana, our FACE Liaison. We're going to go ahead and share our PowerPoint with you. This will be available. We'll send it out through Parent Link at the end of our presentation. So you can click on all the links that you see embedded in the slide. All right, first on our agenda is the reopening Q&A. There is a link here for the superintendent's message. Again, we will send this out at the end of the presentation, so you can click on the link and read the letter from our superintendent, Mr. Jerry Almendarez. One of the things mentioned in the superintendent's message is the topic of learning labs. And learning labs will start at selected sites on November 9th. And each week, more schools will start to open up learning labs. And by the middle of December, or sorry, the beginning of December, we should have all of our schools open with learning labs if things go according to plan. So that's something that's mentioned in the superintendent's letter. The reopening has been pushed back to after winter break. So originally it was discussed that we might reopen schools in a hybrid model as early as mid-November. But unfortunately, due to the COVID rates in Santa Ana, the superintendent and the school board has decided to push that back a few weeks. And so we're looking at a early to mid-January return date under the hybrid model. And then lastly, there is a survey that was sent out to parents. It's called the Parent Commitment Survey. And it was asking parents whether they would prefer to remain solely in distance learning, or if they prefer to return to school under the hybrid model. And there's a few additional questions in that survey. If you have not taken that survey, it's really important for us to get as many responses as possible, so we have a complete picture of what our parents and students need and want. So we will share that link with everyone at the end of this presentation so you can complete that survey.
Buenas tardes, familias de MacArthur. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos esta tarde en nuestra reunión de MacArthur Café. Con nosotros está el director, el señor González, el subdirector, el señor Bayuk, y la subdirectora más nueva aquí a la escuela, la señora Kang, y yo, el señor Arana, el enlace de familia y comunidad. Primero vamos a empezar con preguntas y respuestas sobre la apertura. En el mensaje va a haber está el mensaje del superintendente que ustedes recibieron el día de ayer, me parece. Entonces, si lo leen, ahí están hablando sobre salones de aprendizajes, y esto va a empezar a partir del 9 de noviembre en algunos sitios escolares. Los salones de aprendizaje proporcionaron un entorno seguro y supervisado para los que estudiantes puedan acceder a sus clases virtuales. Entonces, nada más sería un lugar donde los estudiantes estarían con un adulto y puedan estar en línea con sus maestros. La reapertura, según estaba para empezar a mediados de noviembre, pero ahorita se ha pospuesto hasta después de las vacaciones de invierno. También le queremos hacer saber que si no ha llenado la encuesta que mandó el señor González por Parent Square, que lo hagan para ver cuál es su plan de que si quiere que su hijo o hija regrese al programa híbrido, o si se quiere mantener en línea durante todo el semestre y lo que falta del año. Entonces, si no ha hecho eso, vamos a poner eso también aquí por el enlace en el chat para que usted lo pueda hacer.
Just to reiterate one, or kind of touch back on learning labs, those will focus on students who are experiencing connectivity issues, and we will identify students that we believe should be part of the learning labs. And again, that would happen mid to late November.
Sobre los salones de aprendizaje, eso Pasaría a mediados o a fines de noviembre y vamos a enfocarnos en todos los estudiantes que tengan problemas de conectividad, ya sea en casa y también basado en los grados que tengan actuales.
Hi guys, so we're talking about the purpose of office hours. This is really important for to see progress and improvement and just to stay steady in the students' work and development and connection with the teachers. So, what are office hours? Office hours are a time for your child to work on homework, projects, or other unfinished classwork, and just to touch base with the teacher or get more clarification. Can my child get help from their teachers during office hours? All of your child's teachers are available during office hours. This is the best time to get in touch with the teachers and in a smaller group. So if they need help or have a question or need a chat, they can visit the office hours for help. They can email their teacher or join the office hours Zoom session. For most teachers, this is the same link that they use when they go into their classes, so it shouldn't be a struggle to get in. And really, what's important is to remember that school doesn't end at lunch, that the office hour time is built into the schedule so that the students can use that time to get help.
Ok, ahorita vamos a hablar sobre el propósito de las horas de oficina que tienen todos los maestros. ¿Qué son las horas de oficina? Las horas de oficina es un momento para que su hijo o hija trabaje en tareas, proyectos o otros trabajos que no haya terminado en clase. Y luego la pregunta es, ¿puede mi hijo o hija recibir ayuda de sus maestros durante las horas de oficina? Entonces, todos los maestros de sus hijos y hijas están disponibles durante el horario de oficina para lo que necesiten ayuda, tengan alguna pregunta o quieran clarificar algo o nada más quieran platicar. Regularmente los maestros usan el mismo enlace que usan para sus clases y si no, su hijo ya, o hija ya debe de saber qué enlace están usando para las horas de oficina y si no, le pueden mandar un correo electrónico si no está conectado para él y el maestro le va a decir que, cómo es para que se va a conectar o a lo mejor le responde por el correo electrónico. Lo más importante que quieramos que sepan es que las clases no terminan a las 12:15 y luego es el lonche, no terminan ahí. Las clases se terminan hasta las 2:25, así que las horas de oficina es muy importante de que su hijo o hija asista, ya que es una oportunidad de que él o ella reciba más apoyo directamente del maestro y pueda ayudarle en mejorar ya sea sus grados o cualquier clarificación que ellos tengan. Así que es muy importante que su hijo asista de clases de 7:50 a 12:15 y después del almuerzo se conecte otra vez a las horas de oficina con sus maestros. Regularmente se conectan para las clases si fueran a las clases 1, 2 y 3, ese día se conectarían a las horas de oficina de los periodos 1, 2 y 3 o viceversa, depende del periodo que sea.
So this is the schedule that all the students have, and it's really a good idea to try to figure out what's the best way to use these office hours. Ideally, you're probably looking at going to the office hours of the teachers that you have for that particular day. So if you have classes on Monday, periods 1, 2, and 3, then you might want to pick the particular teacher that worked that day with you and go into those office hours to get more clarification or missing work. Get that completed or complete the work that you were working on that day. That would be the most helpful. So use what you can the best time for those office hours.
Entonces aquí le estamos mostrando el horario para que usted sepa el horario que están en clases para cada periodo y miren las horas de oficina. Entonces las horas de oficina es de 1:15 a 2:25 todos los días excepto por miércoles. Miércoles son de 12:55 a 1:20 y regularmente los maestros están conectados a estos horarios y su hijo nada más puede entrar a la clase al enlace de Zoom y si no es de esa manera, le puede mandar un correo electrónico para que usted sepa cómo se va a conectar o de qué usa para conectarse para horas de oficina.
So please encourage your children to go to these office hours and get that help from the teachers. They're there to support your children.
All right, let's talk about Parent Teacher Conference Day. I realize the date is not on here, so I'll put it in the chat. The date is Friday, November 6th. That is the day of our parent teacher conferences. And we wanted to talk a little bit about what that day is going to look like also leading up to that day. Can you go back? Thank you. So all students are considered our Tier 1 students. And for all students, they will be receiving a progress report with video links that are going to provide them with important information. Now, you may have noticed in your email inbox that every week you are receiving a progress report for your child. So this is something new that we're doing this year at MacArthur. We want to make sure that you're fully informed of your child's progress here at school. So every Friday, we send out a progress report to the parent and to the student to your primary email address. So you want to make sure and check that inbox, and whatever primary email address is on file, that's where the progress report is going.
Ok, entonces vamos a hablar un poco sobre las conferencias que van a ser el día 6 de noviembre, conferencia entre padre y maestros. Tenemos el nivel 1, que ese es para todos los estudiantes. Entonces, lo que estamos haciendo ahorita es que les están llegando los informes de progreso cada viernes, y esta vez vamos a mandar videos en lo que usted con su hijo puede aprender un poco más sobre algún tema. También tenemos el nivel 2, esos son algunos estudiantes. Estas reuniones van a ser de seminarios con maestros y maestras. Entonces los maestros y maestras planearon diferentes seminarios para poder apoyar a sus hijos en grupo, sus estudiantes en grupos. Entonces van a ser algunos estudiantes y va a recibir una invitación. Y el nivel 3 son un poquito menos estudiantes, y esa es reunión en grupo con la administración y maestros y maestras. Entonces, si usted le llega esta notificación de que va a tener una reunión con el grupo de maestros y administración, es muy importante que usted asista para que usted pueda ver en qué los maestros pueden apoyar a su hijo o hija, y qué vamos a hacer también nosotros y qué puede hacer usted en casa para seguirlo apoyando.
So I think Mr. Arana went through the whole slide, but I'm going to go back because I only did Tier 1. So for Tier 2 students are students who we feel need more support. So Tier 1 is everyone. We want to give everybody the same amount of support, and that's Tier 1. So in the progress report, you're going to get helpful tips, videos, how to access Canvas, how to check for assignments, how to look into the parent portal, things like that. So everyone's going to get that. But Tier 2 is for students who we feel need some additional support. And so these are students that were identified by the teachers that are students they have that need that extra support. So on that day, Friday, November 6th, every teacher in the morning is going to set up what's called a seminar. A seminar is a group meeting. This is a time for the teacher to meet with a group of students and parents and go over some general expectations, how to succeed, and tips and tricks for how to really do well and get into a better situation with your grade. That's what the Tier 2 seminar conference is going to look like. And you're going to know if you were invited to that because we're going to be sending an email soon to the parent and the student letting you know your seminar times if you were invited to that, or if you were invited to an individual conference with the teacher, because we are having some one-on-one conferences, and those are limited. Teachers will let you, or we will let you know if your child was selected to have a one-on-one conference. The Tier 3 level, that is just for a few students. So those are students that we really feel need extra attention, and that is going to be a group meeting with an administrator leading. Myself, I will be handling the 8th grade, Ms. Kang is handling the 7th grade, and Mr. Gonzalez is in charge of the 6th grade for these. So we will be meeting with a group of teachers, your child, if you are selected for this, and it was a very select few who need to have this level of support. So if you're part of that, you will be receiving a separate invitation. And by the way, none of these invitations have gone out yet. They will be going out tomorrow. So you want to be looking for that in your inbox.
Entonces, nadie todavía ha recibido ninguna invitación para las conferencias o los seminarios. Pero eso se van a mandar mañana, así que chequee su correo electrónico para ver si recibió una notificación de que va a tener una conferencia o tiene que asistir a algunos seminarios.
Just a quick note on that. This really is just another layer of support that we are offering to our students. It's not intended to be stressful or to cause more anxiety with students. It's really just us reaching out to families and to students and seeing how we could best support you and your student moving forward for the rest of the semester and making sure that second semester gets off to a great start as well.
Eso nada más es un apoyo extra que está proporcionando la escuela para que, pero eso no tiene que causar ningún tipo de estrés o nada de eso, ya que nada más es un apoyo extra porque queremos que todos los estudiantes puedan mejorar lo que falta de ese semestre y continúen ese buen trabajo para el próximo semestre.
And then I'll add one more thing too, because I know we have a lot of new parents to MacArthur, our sixth grade families. You know, in intermediate school, we only have parent teacher conference day one time a year. I know that's different than in elementary school, but you are definitely able to contact your child's teacher at any time if you'd like to set up a conference, a Zoom, or to just email exchange or to talk over the phone. So please know that this is just one day of the year, but you know, you can set up meetings whenever you feel the need. You just need to reach out and then we can make that happen.
Para todas las familias nuevas en MacArthur, es las conferencias en la escuela intermedia, nada más son una vez al año, es que es totalmente diferente que en la primaria, pero si usted piensa o tiene la necesidad de hablar con un maestro o tener una cita, usted lo puede hacer cuando usted guste, nada más contactando al maestro directamente.
Okay, so the next couple of slides, we're not going to read them all, but these are frequently asked questions that you may have about Parent-Teacher Conference Day. And like Mr. Gonzalez said, we are going to put this slideshow up for you to see on Parent Square. This video is also going to be available on our YouTube channel immediately following this presentation. So if you're joining us late, please know you can watch the whole thing again when we're done. Or if you're with us from the beginning and you just love to see us, you can watch the whole thing whenever you want on YouTube.
Y ahorita vamos a hablar sobre preguntas frecuentes sobre conferencias. Usted va a poder mirar esto ya sea después cuando lo mandemos por Parent Square para que usted tome el tiempo de leerlo o también lo puede volver a ver cuando lo pongamos en YouTube si lo desea ver, si no lo miró bien. Pero esas son preguntas frecuentes y respuestas sobre las conferencias entre padres y maestros.
Hi families, it's STEM night tonight. It's at 6 p.m. We'll have 3 different sessions and we really want you guys to join us. So please RSVP if you haven't, and we can't wait to see you there.
All right, and we also have Trunk or Treat tomorrow, Friday, October 30th. It is a drive-through event. We ask that you please remain in your vehicles when you drive through. You must wear a face covering for your safety and for ours. And we will unfortunately not be able to take any walk-ups for this event. So this is a 100% drive-through event. Also, coming up, we have Picture Day on November 7th. Oh, actually, am I stealing your thunder, Miss Kang?
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I think this was actually your slide, and then there's the other slides after this one. So You're good either way.
All right. I'll go with it then.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. So Picture Day's Saturday, November 7th. And I know that may strike a few people as odd as to have a Picture Day on a Saturday. But given the circumstances and kids being in school all day from 7:50 to 2:25, that means we would have to, if we did it during the week, we'd have to have Picture Day in the evening from like 3 to 6. And there's no way we could fit in 1,200 students in a 3-hour period. So Saturday was our best option to get as many students as we can into Picture Day and through Picture Day, so we could get our yearbook ready for sale at the end of the year. Students will also get a photo ID card or a school ID card with a barcode and their ID number. And that becomes pretty important when we return to school. So that way, if they have an ID card with the barcode, they could check out library books, they could pick up their lunch without having to type in and touch all kinds of different keypads that hundreds of other students have touched before them. So the ID card allows for kind of touchless checking in and out of books and picking up lunch as well. You will also have the option to purchase a photo package like in previous years, but this year you'll do it online through the Sunset School Portraits website. So you should have received an email by now. Both you and your student should have received an email with an order form and with the time that you are supposed to arrive for Picture Day. So we have staggered the time frames based on alphabet, last name. And so please arrive during the time window that you are given. We understand that that may or may not be possible for everyone, but if you could try your best to stick to that time frame, it just ensures that there's not super long lines if everybody's coming to MacArthur at the same time. So do your best to stick to that schedule, and that will help speed up the process when you get here.
Pues próximos eventos, el día de hoy, esta noche tenemos la noche familiar de ciencias. Va a ser a las 6 de la tarde. Si usted no ha reservado su lugar, lo puede hacer para yo mandarle el enlace por Parent Square y se pueda conectar a las 6. También mañana tenemos nuestro Trunk or Treat de 3 a 4 y media de la tarde. Para este evento tiene que pasar por carro y requerimos cubrebocas. Desafortunadamente no vamos a poder agarrar personas que caminen porque no queremos ningún accidente o cualquier otra cosa que pueda pasar, pero asegúrese de que traiga su cubrebocas y venga en carro y no se salga de su carro. También es el sábado 7 de noviembre, tenemos el día de fotografía. Usted ya tuvo que haber recibido un correo electrónico y su estudiante también con la hora de su cita para el día sábado 7 de noviembre. En ese día también se les proporcionará su tarjeta de ID. Esa la va a usar para sacar libros de la biblioteca, para agarrar su lonche, para hacer diferentes eventos aquí en la escuela donde ya no van a tener que poner su número en un teclado ni nada de eso. Todo va a ser ya con el código que tiene el ID. También solamente se venderán paquetes de fotos en línea. Entonces, en el flyer que se va a mandar, ahí está el enlace donde usted puede ir para comprar fotos si usted desea.
All right, now this is you, Miss King.
Okay, sorry I stole your thunder.
It's okay, I forgive you.
So this is the official announcement for Family STEM Night. It's tonight, everybody. So please join us. It's at 6 p.m. We still have room for RSVP. So go ahead and RSVP, and we'd love to see you there. It's going to be a fun family event, and it's just to connect as well.
All right. And
All
as we
right.
mentioned, oh, this is yours.
This is my. That's okay. All right. Trunk or treat drive through. Absolutely 100% socially distant and safe. It is a drive through event only. We do ask that you wear a facial covering, and then our staff will be out there, super excited, teachers and staff, to provide candy, and we'll be all dressed up. We're even getting Mr. Gonzalez in costume, which is very exciting. So you want to make sure to put on your costume, bring a bag, and your student ID or meal card. Must wear facial coverings and observe social distancing, but it is a 100% drive-through event. Thank you.
This is Miss King now.
Picture day. I didn't know if Johan was going to add a little bit to it.
Oh,
but-
to translate I don't know.
So Saturday, November 7th, as was mentioned before, is our picture day. And please check the schedule. It's on our screen, but every student and parent also received this email as well, the individual email that has your time slot. So please be mindful of the time frame so that we can be efficient in our time and have things run smoothly. We also wanted to keep things safe and socially distant. There will be a break from 12 to 1, and we will finish our last session at 3 with the 3:30 group, and everything will be closed down, done by 4 p.m. Please note that these pictures are very important as they're used for yearbook, ID cards, and those ID cards will also be used as there will be a barcode, and it will also be used for checking out library books when we return to campus and Aries. So we hope that you can make it during the set time. Like we said before, we know it could be challenging for some of you. For right now, we don't have makeup days, unfortunately. So please do your best, if possible, to get there. It shouldn't take long, and hopefully it'll go smoothly. And we're happy to see you there as well.
There is a parent survey on this Google slide. And again, we'll share this with you as soon as this meeting is over. If you could take a few minutes and complete this survey, we would like to survey parents and ask them what kind of support or parent workshops they would like to see at future MacArthur Cafe meetings. So we have a list of items you could choose from. We want to make sure that we're providing relevant and timely workshops for our parents so they could best support their students at home, both academically, social, emotionally, and actually just those two. I don't know why I said and just those two items. So make sure that you fill out the survey if you get a chance, and let us know how we could support you so you could support your students.
Entonces aquí vamos a tener una encuesta de padres que usted puede, a favor de tomar un minuto para completar la encuesta. Esa encuesta nada más nos da un poquito más de información sobre qué es lo que usted quiere ver en los próximos MacArthur Cafés, qué es lo que quiere aprender o qué quiere más información sobre lo que está, lo que quiere ver en reuniones en el futuro. Entonces, si lo puede hacer, se lo agradeceríamos mucho. We also want you guys to stay connected with us. So we've included here our phone numbers. For any general questions about MacArthur, you could always call our MacArthur main line, 714-568-7700. If you have any students or you have any questions or want to speak with the counselor or administrators, you could always call the Tiger Helpline at 1-323-4-TIGERS, and you can call or text that number. And for any resources to help parents and families or to speak with myself, Mr. Arana, you could always call the MacArthur Resource Line at 714-497-0553, and you can call or text. We just want to make sure that we are, to let you know that we are all here for you guys, to support you guys in any way possible that we can. So if there's any issues or any connectivity issues, any issues in any resources you might need or anything you might need from us, just make sure to reach out to us. Queremos que ustedes se mantengan conectados con nosotros. Entonces, aquí tenemos información sobre si tiene preguntas generales sobre la escuela, pueden llamar a la escuela directamente al 714-568-7700, o si quiere su estudiante, usted tiene preguntas o quieren hablar con la consejera o un administrador, puede hablar a la Tiger Helpline, que es el 323-4-TIGERS, y ahí puede ser llamada o texto, o si quiere obtener recursos para ayudar, que ocupe recursos para ayudar a su familia, para padres o para hablar conmigo, puede llamarme al 714-497-0553, y también recibo llamadas o textos. Nada más lo que queremos saber es que queremos que ustedes sepan que todos nosotros estamos aquí para servirles y para apoyarlos en cualquier manera de que nosotros podamos. Así que si tiene cualquier problema, duda o queja, o se puede comunicar con cualquiera de nosotros para nosotros ver qué podemos hacer para apoyarlos, ya sea virtualmente o ir a su casa si es algo técnico que a lo mejor no puede. Entonces nada más queremos hacerles saber que aquí estamos para servirles.
All right, at this point, we do have a few minutes left, and so we would like to take any questions, do a little Q&A. So if you have questions, you could go ahead and type them into the chat. We'll kind of hang out for about 10 more minutes.
We had a couple of questions about potential makeup day. So I've just been letting parents know that right now that's not something we've scheduled, but if it changes, we will make an announcement.
Yes, and the reason for that is our photography company, as you can imagine, is pretty booked up for now, and so we can explore that option once we complete the first picture day. So we'll get through November 7th and see where we stand and go from there.
Ahorita tenemos un poco de tiempo para tomar preguntas. Si usted tiene alguna pregunta, puede ponerlo en el chat. Y hemos mirado que muchos tienen preguntas sobre si va a haber un día adicional para el día para tomarse las fotos. En el momento no tenemos un día planeado, ya que la compañía está sumamente bien ocupada, y ya que miremos cuántos vienen el sábado, vamos a ver cuántos más días necesitamos para hacer esto, tomarse las fotos otra vez. Pero si puede hacer lo posible, a favor de venir el sábado 7 en el horario que fue asignado.
There's a few questions about what if they didn't receive the email from the photography company. So there's a couple options. One, the email was sent to both your student's school email address, as well as yours that you have on file in Aries. If you didn't get it to yours, you may want to check the junk folder in your email, because it may appear to Google or Gmail, whatever email server you use, as junk or advertisements. So it's coming from Sunset School Portraits. So that's one way you could see if maybe it got placed there by accident. The other is to have your student check their email, their sausdlearns.net email, and see if they have it there. And that should be in their inbox, and they can forward it to you, or they can just show you directly from their screen. That's step one. And then step two is if neither of those work out, you can call the front office and let us know, and we will take your name down and let the photography company know that they need to resend it to you.
Yes, every Learns account for sure should have received it. So if for some weird reason it's missing, yes, please let us know, but please have them check.
Si usted no recibió un correo electrónico de la compañía de fotografía, favor de chequear con su hijo o hija, ya que a ellos también les mandamos un correo electrónico para que ellos les puedan decir. Y si tampoco ellos lo recibieron, pueden comunicarse con nosotros a la oficina para poderles mandar otro y ver si tenemos su correo, el correo electrónico correcto.
Also, and Ms. King mentioned this in the chat, when arriving at MacArthur for picture day, please make sure that your child exits the vehicle with a mask, and wears a mask the entire time. And when they, at the time of taking the picture, they will be asked to remove it. And then once they're done, they'll put it back on and continue down the line. They will receive a photo ID that day, so that's a positive. But please, we want to make sure everybody's safe, the photographers, the MacArthur staff, and most importantly, you and your students. So please have them wear a mask when out of the vehicle, and then they will be prompted to take it off at the time of the picture.
En cuanto su hijo o hija se salga del carro, favor de decirles que tengan una máscara o cubrebocas puesto, y lo van a tener puesto hasta que el fotógrafo le diga que se lo remueva, y ya que el fotógrafo le diga que se lo remueva, le toman la foto y ya se los va a tener que poner otra vez hasta que entre a su vehículo. Entonces, ese mismo día también le van a dar su ID. So, si pueden venir, hagan lo posible para venir el día sábado 7 de noviembre.
We had a question about can younger siblings participate in the trunk or treat? And absolutely they can. So anyone in the car, younger siblings, as long as there's a MacArthur student there, will definitely be able to get that candy.
Yeah, that would be kind of sad.
Oh yeah, no candy for you. No, that would be horrible. So yes, younger siblings, have a bag, be ready for that candy drop.
Para mañana, Trunk or Treat, el evento también, si usted tiene hijos más pequeños, los puede traer, es para toda la familia en general. Entonces, nada más asegúrese que traigan cubrebocas y se mantengan en el vehículo.
I think it's important to also acknowledge that this event was teacher led and teacher driven, with the help of some of our office staff and support staff. And this is a reflection of how much our teachers really miss their students and just want to connect with them, even if it's just a quick drive-by event where you see your kids for a few minutes. They truly do miss having their students on campus.
Pues este evento es totalmente patrocinado por los maestros. Ellos fueron los que iniciaron, y ya después, con el apoyo de la oficina y otro personal, se está haciendo posible, pero es para que tengamos esa oportunidad de ver a nuestros estudiantes por mínimo que el tiempo que den la vuelta en la escuela.
All right. I don't see any new questions. Do you guys?
No, I think that was everything. Yeah, I think so.
All right. If we don't have any other questions, we'll go ahead and end the MacArthur Cafe. Again, just a reminder, you could go back and rewatch this at any point. It will be posted on YouTube. And the presentation from today will be sent out via Parent Square. So you can click on all the links and view the announcements at your own pace.
And don't forget to follow us on our social media channels.
You share the
Survey?
chat to get all those things that are
Which
there.
survey? The parent
The-
commitment survey or the other one?
The other one.
Share it now in the chat room.
Well, since parents are on, it'll be easier if they just click.
Yeah, let me. Yeah, I'll go ahead and post it in the chat in just a second.
So while he's doing that, I'll just remind you to go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click that bell so you will be notified anytime we drop new content here on the channel for our MacArthur families. We're very excited to have some awesome events coming up. At STEM night tonight, which is happening at 6 o'clock. So if you did not RSVP, you still can do that. We have our trunk or treat tomorrow, and we're really looking forward to that. So make sure you join us at these events. Follow us on our social media channels at MacArthur FB on Facebook and at MacArthur FIS on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and Snapchat.
Shout out to Ms. Flores and Mr. Arana for tonight's STEM night and anyone else involved. It's a lot of work, so thank you guys. So we'll see you there tonight and tomorrow, and yay! Thank you, families. Thank
Ya,
you.
muchas gracias por acompañarnos. Asegúrese de darle like a la página de YouTube para que así cuando nosotros vayamos en vivo usted reciba una notificación. También nos puede seguir por las redes sociales, MacArthur en Facebook, MacArthur FB, también en Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok y Snapchat como MacArthur FIS, y ahí ponemos muchas fotos de lo que estamos haciendo, fotos de diferentes eventos en clase, en las clases y todo eso. Así que muchas gracias por acompañarnos el día de hoy. Espero que tenga una linda tarde y esperamos verlos hoy en la noche familiar de ciencias o mañana en el trunk or treat con sus familias.
All right. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate all the support, and we look forward to our next meeting. We'll send out dates when we get closer to our next meeting. Have a good evening, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.